May think, of course, when you sign those big lucrative deals like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, that you get all your own way. And I know I've often said this on the show, but literally as a person who signed a lot of those big contracts in my career, you are literally held to ransom by those agencies. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're CBS, NBC, Universal, you name it, they pay you and they love you while you're making money for them, while you're popular, while you can bring in an audience. But once you can't, then you're out the door. This is now truly facing Meghan and Harry, but they have a bigger time bomb ticking away that they probably have forgotten about, but they haven't over in Netflix. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. Nice to have your company as ever. And as I often say, it's lovely to say this, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. And can I thank you also for your lovely, kind comments regarding our celebration. I may have mentioned this, I know, before, but it was very heartwarming to see that, you know, we are a community of friends, and it's nice that, you know, you mean so much to me and I mean so much to you, and it's just lovely. I was very moved. Genuinely moved. You're too kind, honestly. I make this because obviously I enjoy it, and I make it for you so that hopefully we give you a bit of, you know, should I say we, it's me. I film, record, edit. It's me on a stick. There's nobody else. Everything's for you. So whatever I make, whether you like it or not, it's just what I've thought of that day and thought, yeah, the chums will like this, a bit of history or an interview or stuff like that. I've got a wonderful interview coming up rather soon, in fact. I want to share that with you. It's about a man who's at the epicenter of politics and literally, you know, got there and had to tell people they were fired. Fascinating stuff. I'll let you know more about that as it develops. Yes. Well, fingers crossed if he turns up. You know what politicians are like. Leave it there. Back as ever to your whole story of the day. Now, when you think about it, you know, the big Netflix docuseries with Meghan and Harry was the big thing that was going to really shape everything about the way they were moving forward. Their charitable work, PR, all that sort of stuff. And everything has literally bombed. Now we've got the polo show and the cooking show. But what's interesting behind the scenes is this. You see, according to a very well-placed source who worked at Netflix but now no longer doesn't, who worked on that documentary, apparently Meghan was a nightmare behind the scenes, a 100% nightmare, you know, to deal with. Harry, not so. She was just difficult, wanted her own way. And part of the problem was this: she wanted to include the footage of her. Remember the terrible situation in Texas where the school children had been, you know, awful situation. And, you know, there apparently Meghan rocks up with her own camera crew, taking pictures on a plane, you know, zips off and comes back. That she wanted included. And also the footage from that ill-fated trip to New York. Remember where she had the slick back hair and didn't want to talk to reporters, but was glad to be back in New York. Apparently there was footage in there. They couldn't get it cleared. Just a total nightmare to deal with. But Netflix do have this unedited version, and apparently this is the ticking time bomb because they knew it would be bad for the streaming giant if they put these sort of things out. They realized how tacky this was going to look, but she just didn't, has no self-awareness according to that source, and felt that people would want to see her in that moment. I mean, ridiculous when you think. And so if Meghan and Harry truly don't behave, according to spies and sources, and as ever we have to say allegedly, well, they'd be more than happy to let that get out one way or another. A little bit like the recent CBS unreleased footage stuff. Meghan, you've created a lot of enemies, and I would say that this is all your own doing. You're paying people a lot of money, thousands of pounds, millions of dollars probably over the years, and you've not taken their advice. Clearly they knew what they were doing. Clearly you didn't. When are you going to learn? And more importantly, how can you stop this ticking time bomb? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.